Okay, now this is not just the only policeman, I can tell you, or police officer who's in the eye of a storm, because the death of a Kanpur-based businessman has sparked off now a huge row in Uttar Pradesh. A 38-year-old businessman, Manish Gupta, died under mysterious circumstances in a hotel in Gorakhpur. His family claims he died after he was assaulted by the police. A murder case has been filed against 6 policemen whom the Yogi government under pressure has been now forced to suspend, but there have been still no arrests. In an election year, this could be a big story again. Take a look.
A woman's cry for justice. Her husband was allegedly murdered by the very men entrusted with the task of protecting citizens. On Monday, 36-year-old businessman Manish Gupta had gone to Gorakhpur with his 2 friends Arvind and Pradeep. They were staying at a hotel in Deoria. After midnight, around 12:30 a.m., 6 policemen allegedly entered the room looking for suspicious persons. Gupta's family alleges there was an argument between Gupta and the police. They accuse the police of beating him to death.
सरकार के किसी आदमी ने ऑन ड्यूटी कत्ल किया है, प्रॉपर ये हत्या है। पुलिस गई थी 6 लोग, वो ड्रिंक कर रहे थे, तब उन्होंने मेरे पति को मारा है। मुझे ये सूचना मिला तो मैंने कहा था अल्कोहल टेस्ट होना चाहिए, 24 घंटे के अंदर हो जाता है। कहते ऐसा तो कोई टेस्ट ही नहीं हो पाता है, 24 घंटे के अंदर कोई नहीं पता कर पाता।
उसको बड़ी बेरहमी से 6 पुलिस वालों ने सिर्फ आईडी मांग रहे थे, उन्होंने दिखा भी दी, फिर भी उन्होंने पता नहीं क्यों उन्होंने पी रखी थी और मेरे भैया को इतना मारा कि उनके जान ले ली।
The police claim Gupta tripped and fell during the commotion. It was the fall that led to his death.
पुलिस ने होटल मैनेजर को साथ में लेकर कमरे की चेकिंग करने गई, जहां पर हड़बड़ाहट में एक युवक की कमरे में गिरने से चोट लग गई। दुर्घटनावश हुई इस घटना से पुलिस ने तत्काल होटल मैनेजर को साथ लेकर युवक को अस्पताल में भर्ती करवाया, जहां पर उसका इलाज हुआ। बीआरडी में दौरान इलाज उस युवक की मृत्यु हो गई।
Postmortem points out 4 serious injury marks on the victim's body. It has detected a 5-centimeter injury on the head, along with bruise marks on right wrist. Apart from the marks on the right arm, the postmortem also found injuries on upper part of the left eye. A murder case is now registered against the 6 policemen who entered the hotel room. The Ramgarhtal SHO has been suspended.
इसी कारण से जो भी परिवार जिन्होंने लिख के दिया है, उसी धाराओं में FIR दर्ज कराई गई है, ताकि दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी हो जाए।
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath met with the victim's family on Thursday and assured justice will be done. The UP government has also promised to fund the education of Gupta's 4-year-old son.
मैंने उसी दिन गोरखपुर पुलिस को कहा था कि इसमें तत्काल मुकदमा दर्ज होना चाहिए और दोषी कोई भी हो बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। अपराधी होता है।
The alleged murder has put the Adityanath government in a spot, with the opposition gunning for the chief minister.
मुख्यमंत्री योगी नाथ इनके कार्यकाल में पुलिस रक्षा नहीं कर रही है, पुलिस लोगों की जान ले रही है। उत्तर प्रदेश में ऐसा पुलिस का व्यवहार किसी सरकार में देखने को नहीं मिला होगा।
The UP government is pitching law and order as one of its major achievements ahead of the state elections. But the Gorakhpur murder has cast a cloud on the state's police force, which is often described as trigger-happy. Bureau Report, India Today.
And joining me now at this moment is Meenakshi Gupta, the wife of the businessman Manish Gupta, who was tragically found dead in the hotel. मीनाक्षी जी, ये बताइए, पहले बहुत बहुत सहानुभूति हमारी तरफ से। मैं जान सकता हूं कि किस तरह से आप में एक तरह से गुस्सा भी होगा, जिस तरह से ये पूरा घटनाक्रम हुआ है। उस रात को क्या हुआ बताइए हमें बताया जा रहा है उस रात को जब ये घटना हुई, आपके पति ने आपको फोन किया था, उन्होंने आपको क्या बताया उस समय और किस तरह की सिचुएशन थी उस रात को जब ये घटना हुई है? मैम
जी, उन्होंने मुझे फ़ोन किया नहीं था, एक्चुअली हम लोग बात कर ही रहे थे। बात करते करते रात में 12:15 बजे के आसपास जब हम बात कर रहे थे तो उन्होंने कहा, बेटा मैं 10 मिनट में कॉल बैक करता हूँ, कुछ लोग आ गए हैं। तो मैंने पूछा कौन है, कहते कुछ लोग आ गए, अभी करता हूँ। उन्होंने इतना कह के तुरंत से हड़बड़ी में फ़ोन काट दिया था। फिर आधे घंटे बाद मेरे भांजे का फ़ोन आया तो उसने मुझे बताया कि मनीष का कॉल भांजे के पास गया था और उन्होंने भांजे से कहा कि यहाँ 5-6 पुलिस वाले आ गए हैं कमरे के अंदर और सबके साथ मारपीट कर रहे हैं, बदतमीजी कर रहे हैं। कमरा चेक करने के बहाने आए थे कि चेकिंग करनी है आप लोग की और कमरे की, और हम लोग ने सब कुछ सही से चेक करा दिया, सब आइडेंटिटी दे दी। उसके बाद भी वो अब हमारे साथ बदतमीजी कर रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं रामगढ़ थाने तुम्हें चलना पड़ेगा। ये लास्ट बात थी। उसके बाद फोन कट जाता है। हम लोग कहते, भांजी ने कहा कि बात करा दे, बगल में जो भी पुलिस वाला उससे बात कराइए, हम देखें क्यों लेके जा रहा है। जब तक उसने कहा, लेकिन तब तक फोन कट चुका था और फिर उसके बाद फोन उठा ही नहीं, ना मेरा उठा ना भांजे का उठा। उसके काफी देर बाद दोस्तों के फोन से पता चला कि वाकया क्या हुआ है।
मैम, आपका दुख और दर्द हम समझ सकते हैं, आप हमें बताइए। लेकिन जैसे आपने कहा उनके साथ उस रात को मैंने सुना है 2 दोस्त भी थे, क्या आप बात उनसे भी हुई? उन्होंने आपको क्या बताया उस रात को? किसने उनको इस तरह से मारा है, उनका क्या कहना है?
उन्होंने मेरा फ़ोन नहीं उठाया। हालांकि पत्नी हो तो सबको पता है, जल्दी भावुक हो जाना, परेशान हो जाना, ये सब रहता है। तो शायद उन लोगों ने पहले मेरा फ़ोन नहीं उठाया। मेरे फ़ोन की जगह उन्होंने भांजे का फ़ोन उठाया और भांजे से कहा कि यहाँ पे मनीष मामा का पुलिस वालों ने बहुत मारा है और मनीष मामा यहाँ मारते मारते उनके खूब खून निकला है। अब पुलिस वाले घबरा कर उन्हें पास वाले हॉस्पिटल में लेके गए हैं। इतना पता चला तो तब तक हम लोग परेशान हुए हैं और 10 ही मिनट बाद 15 मिनट बाद फिर कॉल आती है और हम लोग बराबर कॉल के टच में थे। तब ये पता चलता है वहाँ से रिफर कर दिया गया है और मेडिकल कॉलेज ले जा रहे हैं। ये सुनकर हम लोग ने सोचा अब हम लोग को यहाँ से निकलना चाहिए। रिफर किया है मतलब केस ज्यादा बड़ा हो गया है। अब हम लोग यहाँ से निकलने की तैयारी कर रहे थे और कांटेक्ट में थे। और उधर मेडिकल कॉलेज जो बताया था पुलिस ने इनके मनीष के दोस्तों को कि मेडिकल कॉलेज ले जा रहे हैं, वहाँ पता किया तो 2 घंटे तक मनीष वहाँ पहुंचे ही नहीं थे। 2 घंटे तक पता नहीं पुलिस कहाँ उन्हें घुमाती रही, कहाँ टॉर्चर करती रही और पता नहीं ले जाके कहाँ मारती रही। क्योंकि एक केस था 307 का। 307 मतलब हत्या करने का था और उसमें वो जिंदा थे, उन्होंने मदद की गुहार करी। अब वो खुद ही बोल देते कि मेरा मर्डर कर रहे हैं, इसलिए उन्होंने क्या किया कि ये करते मार ही डालते हैं तो 302 लगेगी तो हम तो सबूत मिटा के बच जाएंगे। और सेम उन्होंने वही काम किया, उनको जबरदस्ती मार दिया और सबूत वहाँ होटल में जितना भी तक खून पड़ा था, मारपीट के निशान थे, वो सब मिटा दिए। आप लोगों ने फोटो में देखा होगा उनके कितने गंभीर चोट लगी हैं। वो सब जिस हत्याकांड जहाँ हुआ हो उसको सीज करना चाहिए था, वहाँ देखना चाहिए था, वहाँ ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ। तो ये सब बहुत अच्छे से प्लान करके कर दिया गया।
पुलिस का कहना है मनीष जी गिर गए थे, गिरने की वजह से उनको इंजरी हुई, उनकी मौत हुई। आप कह रही हैं कि ये दावा गलत है। आप कह रही है उन पर इंजरीज हुई है, एविडेंस टैंपर किया गया है, क्राइम सीन के साथ खिलवाड़ हुआ है। एम आई करेक्ट?
बिल्कुल सही। आप जो कह रहे हैं वो सारी बातें मैं कह रही हूँ और दावे के साथ कह रही हूँ। आप जाइए मेरे ट्विटर अकाउंट में, वहाँ देखिए जब मैंने वीडियो बनाया है वहाँ जाकर तब तक कोई पुलिस वाला नहीं था, सारा सफाई हो चुकी थी और वहाँ ऐसी कोई भी चीज है ही नहीं जिससे मांस पूरा गड्ढा करके निकाल लिया जाए। जो फोटो मैंने आप लोग को प्रोवाइड करी है उसमें प्रॉपर एक मनीष के हाथ में ऐसे गड्ढा है जिसमें से मांस निकाला गया है, ऊपर भी एक घाव है जिससे फिर से गड्ढा करने की कोशिश करी, वो बच गए थे। यहाँ पे भी है, आंख के ऊपर एक चोट का निशान है जो बिल्कुल मालूम पड़ता है वो पिस्तौल के पैक का है। और जो ये गड्ढे वाला है वो भी पिस्तौल के आगे वाली राइफल होती है। इस तरह का वो सारे निशान है तो बिल्कुल साफ समझ में आ रहा है। अब इस केस को जितना बढ़ाया जाए बढ़ा लिया जाए, लेकिन सब साफ समझ में आ रहा है, इसमें मुझे ज्यादा कुछ कहने की जरूरत नहीं है।
मैम, मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ, आपकी मांग अब क्या है योगी सरकार से? क्या आप चाहती है सीबीआई जांच हो? क्या आपको कोई विश्वास है कि यूपी पुलिस अपने ही पुलिस अफसर पर कार्रवाई करेगी? किसी को अभी तक अरेस्ट नहीं किया है, हालांकि उनको सस्पेंड किया गया है।
हाँ जी, मैंने सीएम जी से आज मुलाकात हुई थी तो उन्होंने मेरी नौकरी के लिए भी कह दिया है कि नौकरी आपकी केडीए में मतलब लगा दी है, मेरी केडीए में नौकरी के लिए कह दिया है। साथ में बच्चे के मैंने फ्यूचर के लिए कुछ कहा था, तो उन्होंने कहा था कि 10 लाख रुपए अभी ले लीजिए, बाकी का बाद में कर दूंगा, तो 40 बाद में कर देंगे। साथ ही में मैंने सीबीआई की जांच के लिए कहा था, उनका पत्र दे दीजिए, मैं आगे बढ़ा देता हूँ, हो जाएगी, ये भी हो जाएगा। और बहुत ही अच्छी बात मुझे उनकी ये लगी कि एक परिवार के मुखिया, एक बड़े भाई की तरह उन्होंने मुझसे एक बात कही कि केस को मैं ट्रांसफर करता हूँ कानपुर और एक स्पेशल टीम नियुक्त करता हूँ इस केस के लिए। तो ये एक बहुत अच्छी बात रही उनकी, जो वो समझ पाए कि जिस परिवार में सिर्फ 3 लोग बचे हैं, पापा, मैं और अभिराज, तो वहाँ किस तरह यहाँ से वहाँ तक जाके पैरवी करना थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा। इसलिए उन्होंने जो ये निर्णय लिया बिना मेरे कहे, तो वो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा।
मैम, आपने हमसे बात की, मैं जानता हूँ ये शायद टीवी पर आने का आपके लिए समय नहीं है, आप अपने फैमिली के साथ हैं, हमारी पूरी सहानुभूति आपके साथ, लेकिन आपने वो घटनाक्रम हमें बताई, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। एंड माय प्रेयर्स फॉर यू मैम and your family. What has happened is wrong. Let's be very clear. What has happened to the family there, the Gupta family, is an example of many are saying police Raj. Is that what we are seeing once again this time in Uttar Pradesh? Are the UP cops in particular a law unto themselves, as we are seeing over the last few years? Is there a bid to cover up the murder by some people? How does one end crimes by police, not just in UP but across the country, ordinary citizens? Ghanshyam Tiwari is the Samajwadi Party spokesperson, Anila Singh of the BJP, Vikram Singh, former DGP UP, and Miran Chadda Borwankar, former police commissioner, Mumbai, is joining us. I'll first come to the politicians for their immediate reactions. Ghanshyam Tiwari, I'm seeing all the politicians lining up to the house of the Gupta family. Is it that you are saying that all of this is, are you going to make this a political issue and in an election year? That this is about Yogi Adityanath's government because this has happened in a Gorakhpur hotel, or is this just the way law and order functions in Uttar Pradesh for years?
Good evening,
Cops are trigger happy.
To you and good evening, Rajdeep, to your viewers, to you and my fellow co-panelists. My deepest condolences to deceased Manish. I want to start by saying the state of affairs in Uttar Pradesh. बिना मतलब जान ले लेते हैं, बंदूक हो या सत्ता की चिलम, आम आदमी पर तान देते हैं। बीजेपी के ये तानाशाह अंतिम सांस के बाद भी इम्तिहान लेते हैं। When you see ADG Law and Order saying that the Manish fell, when you see DM and SSP telling the family that court के चक्कर मत काटो, that is governance model in Uttar Pradesh. I want to quote the numbers from this government itself. There has been in the last 3 years alone nearly 1,300 judicial custody deaths in Uttar Pradesh, 23 custodial murders in Uttar Pradesh. The state continuously leads, and when they encounter somebody where police is appearing like a gunda, when they encounter somebody, they definitely make a case that other person was at fault, he was a gunda. So जहाँ पुलिस की सरासर गुंडागर्दी कर रही है, as somebody has said, I don't know who it is, that अगर किसी प्रदेश में मुख्यमंत्री अपराधी हो, उप मुख्यमंत्री अपराधी हो, तो समूचा सिस्टम अपराधी हो जाता है. One has to look at the track record of chief ministers and deputy chief ministers of various states to see कहाँ पे सिस्टम अपराधी हो रहा है और उसके पीछे किस तरह के लोग हैं. It is one thing for chief minister to say good words, and I respect that to the deceased wife, Manisha. But it is another when his entire system, including ADG Law and Order, including SSP, DM, have come together to save the guy. By the way, the guy who's accused, Ramgarh Tal, he is accused of killing Gautam Singh. Vasgaon is accused of killing another teenager, Shubham. There are cops after cops.
No, the question,
behind whom there are cops after cops.
Question is, has this? No, Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, the question as you all seem to believe this has begun after 2017. That the UP cops criminalization of the police has become after 2017. Anila Singh, you want to respond because the fact is that while the Yogi government claims that law and order is its biggest strength, the truth is encounter culture is there today in Uttar Pradesh. Look at the figures. 3,300 people have been injured. There have been more than 8,500 encounters. Now, law and order, yes, you need strong law and order, but that doesn't mean that you give the police the power to enter a hotel and then beat up someone. I mean, this is, and the person dies. And then there is an attempt at a cover-up where they say there are no injuries. You hurt the wife. What kind of, it's good that the chief minister met Ms. Gupta, but the fact is, she won't get her husband back. That is the reality.
Rajdeep, first of all, I don't have words to express my regret and sadness. Regret because this heinous crime is being conducted by police persons. And like nobody can be spared, whether a person is in khaki or khadi or anyone else. The thing which happened is very, very unfortunate. But at the same time, do you think that it is justified as the whole scenario is being politicized by the opposition, as if during their tenure, these police walas were holier than cow? And just now I heard Ghanshyam Tiwari ji, and he was speaking as if Samajwadi Party is Alamia's guy. I mean, this is incorrect, totally incorrect.
The fact
you
is,
think any
ma'am, the
government
fact
is
is
going to justify
that
what happened?
you seem to have weaponized the police to go ahead when the police believes that they can get away with this. When you create an encounter, Raj, then that gives the police gets empowered. And this is not Samajwadi Party. Samajwadi Party, during their reign, there were other charges. They were also accused of criminalizing the entire political system. You're today being accused of weaponizing the police.
Rajdeep, I will appreciate if you can give me 30 seconds uninterrupted, as you gave 1 minute to Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Yes.
Rajdeep, do you think any government will appreciate this thing, that its police force can behave like a gunda? And Bharatiya Janata Party government, I know one thing for sure. Yogi Adityanath ji's effort has been there to control crime graph, and definitely it reflects in UP. And initially I said that yes, it is very unfortunate when we see such incident that to be conducted by a police force, anybody from police administration, this is not done.
Okay,
I really appreciate.
Yes.
And I really
let me just take it to the police officers, ma'am. Let me just take it to the police officers, because Vikram Singh, ma'am, let's go to the professional police officers. Because Vikram Singh, you were in charge of the police during Mayawati's tenure. You've seen Mulayam Singh Yadav's tenure. You're watching now Yogi Adityanath. Is there a difference? Because Yogi Adityanath's government, and even when we go to the ground, a lot of people say law and order is much better today in Uttar Pradesh than it was before 2017. However, the flip side is what we've seen in Gorakhpur, which is the police have now an impunity to act against anyone they want, including a businessman. We don't know whether they were extorting money from him, whether they were out there as gundas. Is there a big difference pre-2017, post-2017?
Rajdeep, you are far too seasoned to make conjectures like this. Of course, the policemen were there for extortion, and when the extortion went awry and went sour, they brutalized the person and killed him in cold blood. I am very disappointed by the conduct of the police there. It is good to be absolutely have a no-nonsense attitude towards the underworld, but to have this level of a bloodthirsty attitude is unacceptable.
No, but has it always existed? Mr. Vikram Singh has this attitude, let's be clear. Has it existed pre-2017, post-2017? The police in UP have engaged in this kind of relationship earlier with gangsters. Now they are doing it with extorting through businessmen.
Mr. Rajdeep, there will be loose cannons in every force and everywhere and all over the world. You have Paramveer and Sachin Waze in Maharashtra, and UP is no less. There are loose cannons in every force. But it is for the police leadership to ensure that they are kept in a tight leash, and there should be a zero tolerance to this people. In this case, also in Gorakhpur, I am very disappointed that the first instance, they should have been sent to jail, dismissed from service, and then a murder case would have been registered in the first initiative itself. That does not happen.
Are you saying suspension is not enough?
Not at all. Suspension is no punishment whatsoever. Dismissal from service and send them to jail first, and then in such cases, Rajdeep, shoot first and apologize later. I may be very harsh, but this is exactly what has been my modus operandi. You have to be cruel to be kind. If you want these such 6 constables not to become your brand ambassadors, you really have to demolish them and finish them career-wise and send the signal that there is zero tolerance to such loose cannons in the force.
Those are strong words, but Miran Chadda Bonwarkar, as you saw, we started today's news bulletin with what's happened in Maharashtra, where Mumbai's top cop is now missing, and he faces serious extortion charges. Other members of the Mumbai police face extortion charges, and I was in Mumbai a few weeks ago where I heard horrifying stories of how the police are engaged in extortion there. Now we are seeing this in Uttar Pradesh. What's your sense? Is this a decline in the policing and the police leadership, that officers or junior officers believe they can get away with extorting money in a hotel from a businessman and then eventually kill him? Ms. Porwankar? Okay, ma'am, I think can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Please repeat.
Ma'am, my question is, we've seen this in Maharashtra, in Mumbai, extortion right at the very top. Now we are seeing this in UP, including this time extortion plus murder. Also in Mumbai, that was the charge. Is this a failure of the police leadership, the belief that they can get away? Officers believe they can get away. Is this become an institutionalized business? Extortion from businessmen?
So that's why, Rajdeep, we have been insisting that we need police reforms very badly. If you want police to work as a professional organization and not as private militia of politicians, then you have to bring the police reforms. In this particular case, I feel that the two witnesses, their statement should have been immediately recorded before a magistrate. They were present there when this episode, when this unfortunate incident has taken place. The recording of the statements of two friends of the deceased before the magistrate should be the first step. I wonder why that has not been done. Arrest, of course, will follow because I am told that they are absconding. Registration of case is the right course of action. But my question to both the political spokesmen here is, are you ready to put police reforms in your political manifestos? Elections are very near in UP. My request to everyone who is visiting this unfortunate death, every politician, please put police reforms in your political manifesto.
Very well put. Why will our politicians bite the hand that feeds them? Ghanshyam Tiwari, today Akhilesh Yadav and others are attacking, the opposition is attacking the Yogi Adityanath government. All of you, simple, Uttar Pradesh elections, there is a Supreme Court order in the Prakash Singh case, insulate the police from the political leadership. Stop this system of transfer posting business. And stop this system where policemen are bound, are hand in glove with local politicians and gangsters. Are you willing to have put police reforms and implement it if you come to power? Put it as your top point in your manifesto.
We are willing to put our best efforts, but
no best efforts. Enough of best efforts. This is not the way. Manish Gupta is not. Will you put it in your manifesto and implement it? Walk the talk.
I'm saying that at a time when media is exposing any atrocity, when there are National Human Rights Commission exposing atrocity, when there is civil society exposing atrocity, the minimum that the government must decide is it will not be arrogant, it will not cover up. What we are seeing is far worse than what is even status quo. When an ADG law and order is trying to cover up, the SSP is trying to cover up, the district magistrate is trying to cover up, at a time when entire media attention is there. But there are 1,295 such deaths. There are encounters. In one case that there is media attention, and one can say that because there's election, there's media attention. But the reality is in every such case in last 5 years, this government has been brutal, they have been murderous, and they have been able to cover up.
I am asking you, will you put it in your manifesto? Is Akhilesh Yadav willing to walk the talk? The truth is, Samajwadi Party's track record of misusing the police force, of allowing it to be criminalized, is not something to be spoken about. So are you willing to at least now learn from your past mistakes?
You can absolutely be critical, but the fact is that the most major activity in police transformation in Uttar Pradesh was the Dial 100 system that ensured that the agency level arbitrariness in responding to complaints and crime was taken away. That was a system built on top systems across the world. We are willing to walk the talk in using technology in every which way possible to ensure that police in the state cannot be the people who commit crime, conspire and do vasuli from businessmen or common man.
Anila Singh, you know, if Yogi Adityanath is truly serious as he claims he is about law and order, is he willing to free the police, or is the police going to be Yogi Adityanath government's militia, which will target innocent citizens? And this is in Gorakhpur, the chief minister's constituency, in a hotel. What can be more embarrassing?
Rajiv, do you really think so that police force in Uttar Pradesh is trigger happy? I don't think
absolutely
so.
The numbers show so.
No, you do not allow me to complete. This is very unfortunate.
Okay, ma'am.
Because we are discussing very serious matter here. So please allow me. See, it is very crushing to see any crime in any time and under any government. But the thing is, Yogi Adityanath ji has controlled crime, and that reflection shows in statistics. But at the same time, when some police person creates some sort of heinous crime, then it is very unfair. You say that whole lot of police force in Uttar Pradesh is not performing well. A chief minister who has dedicated, or I will say that he has sealed his fate for the Uttar Pradesh, you are targeting him.
I'm not targeting him. I'm targeting a system where people. I am targeting a system where people, policemen are turning extortionists. Where a Aam Aadmi, an ordinary citizen today, has been killed because he didn't pay the money apparently. Miran Borvankar, do you trust the politicians?
When two Dalit girls were murdered after rape,
yes,
the government said
terrible.
कि नहीं ये कुछ नहीं, ये तो जो है इन लोगों ने सुसाइड कर लिया.
मैम वो भी खराब है, ये भी खराब है. मीरन बोरवणकर, final word to you. Miran Borvankar, do you believe that any politician will bring in police reform, whether in Maharashtra or Uttar Pradesh?
Who has dedicated his life for UP?
Okay.
And Singh ma'am and Tiwari sir. Singh ma'am and Tiwari sir.
A whole lot of police force in UP is not bad.
I
have a senior police officer on your panel. You can ask him.
Okay, I'll ask them.
Police of Uttar Pradesh is that bad? You're accusing each and every.
Singh ma'am and Tiwari sir, please take at least one step today and admit before the citizens of the country that you will make police reforms as part of your political agenda. We don't want anything. We just want justice, both as police officers and also as citizens.
Well, I'm afraid that you're not going to get those commitments, sadly, ma'am, even on TV channel. Even if they give it, come elections, and after whoever wins, we've seen now it's almost 20 years since these police reforms have been languishing. My grandfather was a police officer of the old IP cadre, and if he came to know that in Maharashtra or Uttar Pradesh, police officers have turned extortionists, he would be ashamed of what we have become. The men in khaki are extorting money and then using it to kill innocent businessmen in this manner. A sad, sad day there. Thank you very much. Mumbai Police Commissioner absconding or missing, and this has happened in Uttar Pradesh.